Yes, I am wearing sunglasses. No, it is not daytime. Hence, it is not sunny. Get over it. I like these suckers. I bought them today. Very pleased. My last pair of sunglasses that I enjoyed were bought at a middle of nowhere gas station that I cannot remember where it is, and they broke. And I bought them when I was, at my heaviest, so they fit my big face, which was awesome. These fit my current face, which is smaller than it was, which is nice. And they I like the shape. They fit my face well. I like the way they sit on my face. So I'm gonna wear them while I make this video. So had some good conversations tonight, and I want to talk about one of them, or at least a part one of them. Manifestation. Um, yeah, I've heard of the term quite a few times in my life. Um, Never really felt the power of it. I never really felt I never really experienced a manifestation that I really understood that I was bringing to myself. Manifestation is putting energy and thought towards a certain outcome or a certain situation or a certain person, and that situation that you are putting your energy and thought to actually happening. Now, there are different thoughts about how it's done. You just think about it and it happens. Or the way I believe it is a little bit of a mix of everything, but the main one would be that manifestation will you will truly manifest the things you want and desire the most and the most often when you are manifesting them in while being true to yourself, while being balanced in who you are, you know, finding out who you are, being that person, and then manifesting things. Because if you're being your natural self, manifestation is a natural occurrence. Uh, nature mix. Nature and predetermined or uh, premeditated thought don't. It's not natural order. It's your order. But if you're naturally being who you are and simply putting the energy and the thought towards it, it will come to you in a situation or an outlook or an epiphany or a person or something. Main point is, I have recently, since I experienced that being true to myself aspect of it, I've realized that I have manifested a lot of things recently, as of like very recently. Um, even though it was me doing it, I feel that I manifested the willpower to actually get down to the community college and find exactly what I wanted to find out, which was I don't have to follow a degree program and take specific classes for a degree and only have a couple of classes that I really want. I can simply just take classes that I want and not have to declare a degree, which is something I'm more interested in simply learning than the degree. If I get a degree one day, that's fine, but I am simply interested in learning. Um, a closeness, a companion, a lover, or a romance. I've been wanting that my entire life, but I never really experienced life through my, being true to myself. I never really thought just I want this to happen. I'll look in every direction, I'll continue moving forward, I'll look for it on my own, but I want it to be there when I find it. I want it to be there in general. And by simply wanting it to be there, not trying to make it be there when I want it to, just simply that it's there. Um, I won't say that I found a lover or the companion or the romance, but there is someone that I do hope can possibly begin to be a possibility, you know, if she so sees it. I see the possibility. If she does, then perhaps I've started to find it. And if not, then I'm sure whatever is there will be fantastic, and I'll look in every other direction afterwards or during if it's not romantic at all. It's simply another step. And if that's the step that I find it on, then that's fantastic, and I will have been that manifestation will have been the work of both of us, because I feel that we both have wanted it. And I helped my folks find some really good properties that they are going to look into tomorrow, simply by putting in my opinion and putting in my energy and putting in my thoughts. They've been looking for houses for months now, and the day that I decide to really pipe in and say, well, this should be there, this should be there, you guys live like this should be there, they find 3 properties that are almost exactly what they were looking for. Now that's what I call a manifestation. Trying and trying all this time, and then the one day all of us chime in and we all put our energy to it, they find 3 houses that are almost perfect. They haven't looked at them yet, so they may not be perfect. But on paper, they look perfect so far. So that was, the topic of manifestation was in one of my conversations tonight, and I really like that topic. It's just it has a lot of validity to it if you've experienced it, and if you haven't, well, then it's kind of up in the air. Grain of salt with what I'm saying, and that's how you should take everything if you haven't experienced it, in my opinion. If you're curious about something that someone says, and experiencing it, take it with a grain of salt and figure out if you can experience it in your own way. I mean, me being my true self, opening up to being true to myself, is not the same as when you would. So my experience, no matter how life-changing it was for me, was mine. You can't take everything I did to you because you aren't me. But the fact that it happened, if it stirs the idea, well, I've never really experienced this type of thing, I've always held back, or I've always thought of this when I was talking, and this and this and this and this. Well, think about it. Dive into it a little bit, search. There's no harm in it. You're not gonna get stung if you look into it. And if you do get, stung figuratively, or literally, something weird, then don't do it anymore, or continue doing it. It's completely your choice. My choice was to experience it and to drive for it. Like, I am trying not to sprint for it, because I know I need to take steps to get there. To get to that balance where I'm able to do that, I need to get my physical self into balance with my mental and spiritual self. That's the end of the story. Like, I have to do that before I can remove these layers, these locks, these barriers. And it's hard to wait, honestly, because I've seen where I'm going and what I'm going for, and I know it's there now. And it's hard not just to go grab it and just have it already. But if I did that, something would be off, something would be missing. I would still be out of balance, as in my 3 selves, my 3, the 3 aspects of who I am would be out of balance, but my physical self would still not be there. So I would gain an entire new level of mental and spiritual awareness, whereas my physical self was still simply catching up to where they already were. So it'll be further out of balance, and I don't want to risk that kind of imbalance. Oh, damn. It's 9 minutes and 40 seconds. I gotta go. I'll put my weight up in a weight log on Saturday. Later, guys. I know you like my sunglasses.